So what we've said is that we need to start that journey of reform, of fixing our broken social care system, and we'll start that by ensuring that the staff who work in social care have that fair pay agreement. So that is something that we will do from the moment that a Labour government, if we are trusted to serve this country, will put in place. But beyond that, it's about ensuring that we improve our social care services and have a national care service. This is a decade plan to reform social care into a system that wraps around the needs of the individual in a way that, quite frankly, social care services don't at the moment. A national care service, that is our ambition. And we want to take the sector on that journey of reform and of renewal so that social care becomes a service that is at the heart of ensuring that people can live the best lives possible, which is what social care ultimately should be about.
To make that work, you need money. Can you just be clear on how you're going to pay for that?
So what we've said, firstly, with the fair pay agreements is that that will be paid for in part by the sector themselves. Having a floor, a minimum floor, actually improves recruitment and retention within social care. So there is some flexibility there within the system. But look, in the long term, we need to ensure that the money that is...
Can you just explain that a bit more clearly in terms of where the money is actually coming from?
So the money will come from a variety of sources, not least that by improving and changing the way we do healthcare in England means that we free up resources to shift people out of hospital and to spend that resource within the community. So it's not just about new money, it's about spending the money, the many billions of pounds that we spend on health and care within a hospital setting, when actually better care and better outcomes can be provided within the home setting. So it is that shift from hospital to community, from analog to digital, and from a system that fixes people when they're broken to one that prevents people from getting sick earlier or altogether. So it's quite a transformative programme of renewing health and social care in this country, not as individual different silos, but as a single programme of making Britain healthier and more equal.
I mean, you've said yourself, your party said there's a crisis in social care. You talk about freeing up resources, about moving things around, but it just sounds a bit more like a kind of ambition, a long-term hope, but it doesn't seem like there's a kind of concrete plan for exactly how it's going to be paid for.
Well, look, there is a concrete plan in where we want to get to. That is a national care service. But I can't wave a magic wand with the social care system that we would likely inherit and fix it overnight. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to ensure that the workforce is valued and that people who work in social care have those fair pay agreements in place, but also have better terms and conditions. So, for example, ensuring that they don't have taken into account the journey times between caring for people, which is often the case now. So it's about those better terms and conditions. The second thing is about transforming social care from a system that looks after people and it's very hit and miss, there is a postcode lottery, to one that has national standards at the heart.
I want to just ask you a bit about when you were in Jeremy Corbyn's cabinet, because you were also his national campaign coordinator. You know, you were effectively kind of in charge of the election strategy. Did you think he was going to win the election?
Well, look, we didn't win the election and we were defeated badly. Well, I will always campaign for a Labour government because any Labour government, I believe, is better than a Conservative government. But look, we didn't win. And you have to listen to the electorate. The electorate said the Labour Party was miles away from where they wanted us to be. And so we've made some very difficult choices over the last 4.5 years, and Keir Starmer has changed our party. The fact that just 4.5 years since that devastating defeat, that we are now talking about the realistic prospect of a Labour government, I
Sorry,
think
I just
is
really want an
testament
answer to
to
the question.
change.
At the time, did you think that Jeremy Corbyn could win?
Look, I saw what the opinion polls were saying. I heard what the focus groups were saying, and I knew that it would be a very difficult ask for Jeremy Corbyn to be the Prime Minister. But I'm a Labour MP. I support the Labour leader. And that's what I did in 2019, 2017, 2015, 2010, 2005. But I believe we are on the cusp of real change with Keir Starmer here, and not talking the talk. We will get the chance to deliver change and make that better, fairer, more equal Britain that I want to see.